Welcome to Njojo Agro-Based Industries.
Thank you for having us.
My name is Lydia Akelo and I'm a plant pathologist by profession. Currently, I'm working at Njojo Agro-Based Industries as a farm manager. So at Njojo Agro-Based Industries, we have specifically two commodities that we are venturing through the entire value chain system, right from production, processing, storage, and marketing. And these commodities are Hass avocado and maize. Hass avocado, we have the nurseries, and our nurseries have a capacity of 100,000 seedlings that has been sold annually. We've divided our orchard in phases. The first planting was done in August 2020, where we planted trees on 70 acres. Now, for better calculations, in 1 acre, if you're planting using a spacing of 5 meters by 5, you will plant between 160 to 166 Hass avocado seedlings per acre. So in total, we have 150 acres. Most times when you get high quality seedlings, if you don't maintain them or manage them in the orchard, it's a waste of time. So it's important also before planting to do some preliminary analysis. To be specific, soil analysis. You need to also check the pH of the soil. If it is ranging between 5.5 to 6.8, that is slightly acidic. It's favorable for your plant. There are different spacings that you can implement, but here at Njojo, we are implementing a spacing of 5 meters by 5 meters. And as you can see, these trees are at 4 years. So 5th year, they are most likely going to interlock. But still, what is important is if you want to do machinery, in case of spraying, you want the tractors to freely move, still there are different measurements or spacings that you have to implement. You have to ensure that the seedlings are free from pests and diseases. For you to get the first fruits, right? It takes approximately 2 years to maintain uniformity in the fruits, in terms of texture, the creaminess. You have to graft. However, if you plant the seed, Hass avocado is very susceptible to root rot, very susceptible. And why we introduce the Hass avocado onto the local rootstock of that origin, it's because of adaptability and tolerance or resistance to certain diseases. Hass avocado, of all the avocados varieties actually in the world, Hass avocado is highly demanded compared to the rest. Why? One, it is high yielding. The shelf life, it takes longer. That's why even when we are transporting from Uganda to any other country, it can take a longer time without getting bad. In terms of nutrition, it is highly nutritious. And then lastly, to answer your question of oil content, we've experimented at the farm as well. We processed local fruits, but the yield was very low, actually less than 4%. However, for Hass, we can get between 10 to 15% output, which is very good for us. We produce our own organic manure using the black soldier fly, which later we bring back to the orchard, and it retains a lot of water. So during dry season, what we do, we ensure that there is enough mulch applied per tree to at least maintain that moisture, which will feed the trees. At the farm, we harvest for 2 reasons. One, if it is export, definitely you will not harvest fruits that have turned black. This is for oil processing. We can't export that. Now, for export, you have to harvest when it is green. It should be purely green. But of course, there are different qualities for export. The main one is the fruit should be free from blemishes. And then depending on also the exporters, there are different sizes, right from size 12, size 22. So depending on what the exporter needs. An avocado that is not ready, it's always light green. Now the ones which are ready, it turns to dark green. Yes. And then before harvesting, there are some equipments that we use. One of them is the crates for harvesting, and when we are harvesting for specifically export, we go with secateurs for cutting. Now, after harvesting, assuming it's for export, there is keenness to avoid the touching or bruises being created. Vision for Unjojo is we want to be a reference point for socio-economic transformation of rural communities in Uganda. And that explains why we are strategically located in this rural setting. So what we usually do is, after planting the trees, we give out plots to the local communities or the farmers around to plant their beans, to be specific, but also we go ahead to provide the seeds. These are improved seeds. We go ahead to provide agro inputs. And then as they are growing their beans in the orchard, they sell, and that later on improves on their livelihoods. On top of that, we also have circles where we give loans to the farmers at very low interest rate. Hass avocado can take up to 80 or 100 years, depending on the management. Yes. So depending on how you treat your plants, you can have all year round harvest, like what we are seeing. So approximately, you find one single tree has over 1,000 fruits.
The soils here are very fertile. The climate here is very good for agriculture, and most importantly, Hass avocado. Kenya is a pioneer in Hass avocado growing in Africa, but Uganda has potential. Majority of the farmers are embracing this high value crop. So at processing, we get these fruits that we categorize. We have various categories. We have grade A, we have grade B, and grade C. So grade A is the fruit that we export. This is export grade. And then we have our grade B and grade C that now we come and process. Well, these fruits are not bad. They are all same quality, but because of these small defects that the export market doesn't allow, then we use them for oil. They have the same oil content, so they're equally good to process. So we have a team of experts that we have trained to work in our factories. They receive our fruits, they do the sorting, take them to the machine, then the machine is automated. It's able to do the complete process. Then we get our extra virgin avocado oil. So this extra virgin avocado oil is later sent to a lab. We have an in-house lab where we test for the quality of the oil. And then after that, then we get good oil that we pack. Jojo Agro-based Industries is a pioneer in Hass avocado growing in the country. So we embraced it, took off with it, and then let other farmers in to do that. So it's a way of just getting our farmers out of the old ways of doing agriculture, and now doing agriculture that can give them money, put food on their tables. So this is a high value crop. We export it. And also we help the country with revenues when we export the fruit and we export the oil. It's both to the farmer, to the company, and to the country. It doesn't go bad easily. It has a shelf life of up to 3 years. So what happens is we store it properly. If we are packing for supermarkets and for the shelves, we ensure that we pack in glass bottles that are dark, not light, dark glass bottles. And also we ensure that we train the supermarkets teams on where to place the oil and how to place it. You can use avocado oil for all your cooking needs. Actually, our oil is in all supermarkets, and what we can say is we have repeat orders. People have started buying, they have embraced our oil. We are doing quite well. But what we need to do is to sensitize our people. We need to sensitize everyone. Let people know the advantages of taking avocado oil. It might look expensive right now, but ultimately for your health, it's something you can manage. Processing virgin avocado oil is expensive, but if we are helped by lowering these factors of production, then it will be easier for us to produce, and then the price wouldn't be that much. So that is what we will ask the government.